And once again, I warmly welcome you back to Transport Fever 2. As you can hear, ChatGPT once again has a bug where the read aloud function is not working, and I have to fall back on Natural Reader. And now, to the video. Here on the Bounty Bay map of our Season 5. With the shift back into sandbox mode, I'm focusing less on money and more on creative building. In short, I'm trying my hand at scenic building, even if it's still pretty simple and somewhat sporadic. This time, we're working on another passenger line, one I planned starting from Masterdon with the small commuter rail station. And just to clarify, by commuter rail I mean a city-focused rail line, not a tram or streetcar, but a proper train line that runs on the same tracks as the main rail services, while serving the city and its immediate surroundings on a smaller scale. As you might remember from the last episode, this city further back already has a central station. The station I was just working on, or still am, serves more as an intermediate stop, essentially a commuter rail station. Since it would feel unrealistic to have just a single train running back and forth on such a short route, I decided to expand the map by building another town further out in the corner, which this line will also serve. To make it feel even more authentic, I'm adding a train storage yard that simulates the idea of the line originating from further away. That's often the case in many larger cities. They have multiple smaller stations in addition to the main central station, and trains that aren't strictly labeled as commuter rail still stop at several of those minor stations within the city. After almost demolishing the entire town, I rebuild the street layout myself and make sure it can recover. Now that the new town and its station are in place, I continue working on the railway line connecting Masterdon with the new town. I also take care of Masterdon's main station again, fixing small details like a crossing to the other track, the street connection, and the integration with the town. I go ahead and purchase the train for this line and set up the route, but a ride will come later since a few small details are still missing. I'm also still working on the main line. A larger, more modern central station is being built, where the first regional express line will stop. Additionally, 3 more lines will run through it, so I'm constructing this station with 3 tracks for safety. Later, I also plan to add an S-Bahn station here, like in Masterdon, which one of the 3 additional lines will serve, but more on that once it's ready. I had problems building the tracks properly here because of the mountains, as I usually try to avoid the maximum gradient. But here I couldn't completely avoid it, so I had to experiment a lot. What you see here is just my final attempt. Now that the railway line is finally in place, I'm turning my attention to the smaller details. This includes reconnecting the roads to the part of the town that had been cut off by the new tracks, as well as laying out the initial groundwork for the track approach area in front of the station. Once that's taken care of, I move on to designing the parking lot directly next to the station, making sure that this station also has its own proper parking facilities. As already mentioned, the focus here is on the parking lot and its surrounding decoration. The decoration itself is less about the lot itself and more about the area around it, things like hedges, trees, bike racks, and smaller signs to give the space a more complete and realistic look. Towards the end, I work on refining an already built station in Hastings by adding a surrounding fence, placing parked cars, and setting up a bike rack. One thing I almost forgot was connecting the suburban station in Masterdon to the road network, and that's exactly what I quickly take care of now.